How's it going, guys? It's been a while, but I am back. And today we're going to have a look at the UPPÅTVIND, I think that's how you pronounce it. We're going to look at this air purifier from IKEA. It's one that's been on the market a relatively short period of time, I believe. And this is the smallest in the series. There are, I think, two other ones. There's one in the shape of a table, and there's another one that sort of looks like a speaker. But this is the smallest one, I believe, in the whole series. So I thought I'd pick this up, have a look at it, because there weren't any other reviews on this. So yeah, let's have a look and see what it's all about. Sometimes it's kind of hard to know if a product's good or not until you just buy it and take the plunge. Because you can look at all the reviews in the world and you can Google it as much as you want, but sometimes you'll never really know until you just get the thing. So here it is. So inside the box you have a manual telling you how to use it, how to set up the filters. Let's just have a quick look at that, if I can even turn the page. Just telling you the positioning as well that you should, the orientation that you should stand it up on. How to vacuum it when the dust particles build up. I've heard as well that you can, I've looked through a couple of forums and a lot of people do vacuum the filter even, although it looks like it's saying not to do that and to throw it away. A lot of people vacuum the outside housing and vacuum down the filter as well. I suppose it depends how much dust it's collecting, how many particles it's collecting, how bad your area is, and all them other sort of factors. I suppose if you live in a place that's really dense with pollution and it's going to be blocked quite heavily and it's going to go quite dark on the filter, then yes, I suppose you would throw it away and replace it. But perhaps if there's only a few dust particles every couple of months, maybe it's something that you can vacuum out. I'm not so sure, but we'll have a look at that. Everyone sort of has a different take on these things, but there you go. And then this one is just another sort of guidance thing telling you about the buttons and so on. So that's the paperwork out the way. So inside the box we have the unit itself. You have a plug here. This is a UK style plug. So here it is. And we're going to take out the unit itself. So that's all that's in the box. Nice and minimalist, which is the theme for this unit here. So here's the unit. It comes with a nice handle, as you can see. It's sort of like a canvas material in a beige colour, sort of like my rug below, which is also from IKEA. But yeah, this is really hard wearing and solid feeling. The build quality does feel very good. It almost feels like a console. Maybe how the PS5 should have looked in a blockier format or something like that. It does feel like a console, but yeah, it's very nice. Here's the power button. It's got, by the look of it, 1 to 3 settings. There's a light there and a light there by the look of it, LED. It's the side. Side, that's the front, that's the main sort of face of the unit, and back, it's just literally a clean flat slate. It's quite minimalist on the back, and then on the bottom again quite flat, and then you can just see where the cord goes in. Let's just take a look at the bottom there. Okay. So that's the unit itself, and then here we have some directions telling us that the filter is inside a packet and it's inside the unit. So we'll just slip our finger there and just gently pull, and it comes off. It's literally held on by sort of 4 plastic poles. There's the filter, so it's a white filter, sort of like a car filter that you'd have, you know, like a cabin filter almost. So that's that. And then this is inside the unit. So again, there's a red button there. Not sure what that does. It will say in the manual, no doubt. So I'm going to set it up. I'm going to have a quick look through, put the filter in, and then I'll turn it on, and then we'll have another look. Okay, so here's the unit all set up. It's relatively simple. You just literally pop the filter out of its plastic packaging and put it inside, and then put the face back on, plug it in, and you're good to go. So at the top here we have obviously the 3 power settings. So that's the first one, second one, you can hear it in operation, third one. It's got a very gentle sort of breeziness to it, nothing too in your face, which is nice. And you can see that white LED there. Press it again and it goes off, and that's it, completely switched off. This light up here is when the filter needs to be changed, and I believe that will go red. So when that lights up, it will be time to just, you know, hoover all the housing and replace the filter. And then the red button inside that's behind the filter is to reset it. So, you know, once you've cleaned it or replaced it or whatever, you'll press that down, and it will reset it, and then you'll put it back all together, and then that'll be you ready to go again. So it's quite a simple unit to set up, and it fits in quite nice, and you can store it any way as long as you don't block the fan. So you could have it like that, or you could have it like that if you wanted to. I suppose it all depends on what the layout is of your home, but I do quite like it in that orientation. So yeah, in terms of where you'd put it, I suppose you could just have it like that on the side and just have nothing else around it so that it can do its job. Or you could have it up on a shelf or something like that. And it's nice because you can just carry this from room to room, so you might want to put it in your bedroom when you go to sleep, or put it in your child's room, or maybe just have it on in the living room. So yeah, I can't lie, actually, from having it on just that short period of time, the air's already feeling a little bit cleaner. I don't know if that's just a mind over matter thing or what, but it does actually feel cleaner where I'm sort of crouching down at the moment, so seems good so far. So I'm going to crank it up to the max setting, and we're just going to do a quick test, because I know some people are probably thinking, well, how do you know it's actually pulling the air into the system? So we'll do a little test. And as you can see, the feathers are being pulled towards the unit, so it's definitely sucking in. There's no doubt about that, and it's definitely blowing out, because look at this. A nice bit of wind coming out of there as well. So yeah, it definitely works, 100%. But as I said, time will tell how it performs over a longer period of time. But I will keep you guys updated as always, and if you have any questions, you know, you can just write down in the comments as always, and I'll do my best to answer any queries that you may have. But that's all for today, so have a safe week, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.